Good morning, dear students. In today's class, we'll see a small sample test. In previous class, we have seen a large sample set, that is n value we have seen there more than 30. You just observe in the examples, it is 200, 900, like that we have seen. So here, for the small sample test, that is 30 or less than or equal to 30, we are having two kinds of distribution. So in that, first one is a student t distribution. So this is a student t distribution. So sample size less than 30 called small samples. So here we have one more concept, degree of freedom. Degree of freedom, that is df, which is denoted by v also, and it is given by n minus 1. So whatever n value will get, in that if you subtract 1, so that value is going to consider as what here, degree of freedom. So here, because why we needed this degree of freedom, to find the student t distribution in the table, they will give the value in terms of degree of freedom. So of which value of degree of freedom the t distribution falls, that we are going to be seen in the table, or sometimes in the question only they will give the degree of freedom value. Okay, so in this small sample test, we'll see what is student t distribution. Consider a small sample of size n, and remember this n will be less than or equal to 30 only. Okay, if it is going more than 30, we have to go to what here, the previous method. What z formula is there, that is x minus, formula is same only, a slight change will get here. So size is n, drawn from a normal population with mean mu and standard deviation rho. If x bar and s be a sample mean and standard deviation, s stand for standard deviation of sample, then student t is given by t is equal to x bar minus mu divided by s into square root of n. The formula t is given by x bar minus mu. X bar is sample mean, mu is population mean or normal population mean, and s stand for what here, it is a sample standard deviation, the square root of n. This n stand for what here, a sample size, that is how many samples we have taken, that is the value of n. Now I told in the, we have seen, so mod z means if you get a negative value of t, we need to consider it is positive by taking mod. So mod z, if it is greater than t of 0.05, then difference between x bar and mu is said to be a significant at 5. See, it depends on your values how we'll take it. So if we are going to consider our negative statement, at that time it will be less than, and if it is positive statement, at that time it is greater than. So you just remember this. So we'll see the particular case in the problem. Okay, next, similarly, if mod of t is greater than t of 001, so t stand for a student t, the difference is said to be a significant and 1% level of significance. Means we will see the value of from this table, then we can confirm. Now where I told x bar is, this is, remember, so t formula we know that, in that x bar formula they have given 1 upon n summation of xi, and s we have divided by s we have in the formula. So we don't have the formula for s, but we need to find s square, then we'll take the square root of this s square, then we'll get the value of s. So s formula they have given 1 upon n minus 1 summation of xi minus x bar whole square. So with the help of this, we'll see the examples based on student t distribution, where n value is less than or equal to 30. Now the problems based on student t distribution. First problem, find the students t for the following variable values in a sample of 8. So they have given the data -4, -2, -2, 0, 2, 2, 3, 3, taking the mean of the population to be 0, means mean of the population means mu. So solution. So they have given the values of, these are the values of x here. So values of x are, I will take it as -4, -2, -2, 0, 2, 2, 3, 3. So these are the values of x. So they have given, you count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So n value is 8. Okay, and they have said mean of the population will be 0, that is mu is equal to 0. So I will write the formula for t distribution. Mod of t is equal to mod of x bar minus mu divided by s into root of n. So this is the formula. So I know we got the value of mu is equal to 0, n is 8. So now we need to find x bar and s value. So what is x bar? We'll see now. Now x bar is nothing but, this is usual formula, summation of x upon n. So summation of x means you need to add the x values, that is -4, -2, -2, plus 0, plus 2, plus 2, plus 3, plus 3, whole divided by n, means count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 divided by 8. So which is nothing but, so this will become, simplification will become 1 upon 4, which is nothing but 0.25. So we got the x bar value. So therefore x bar is equal to 0.25. Now we need to work out for s, but s, we don't have the formula for s. S square we need to calculate. So s square we have the formula as s square is equal to 1 upon n minus 1 summation of x minus x bar whole square. So this calculation we need to do it here. So to calculate this summation, so x minus x bar whole square, so we'll prepare a formula. So bracket alpha x minus x bar value is fixed for all the problems, all the solution here. So x bar we got 0.25. So I'll write 0.25, close the bracket, square, calc option. So you just put the values of x. First value of x is -4. X is -4. What answer you will get? So that value you write it. So how much you will get? You that much you write it here. So or else a fraction, what how much you got, you write that much. That is 289 upon 16 plus calc option. Next second value is -2. X value is -2. So it will be 81 upon 16. Similarly, so if you calculate these all, will get this all the fractions. Then 8 minus 1 is 7. So you divide it, you will get 99 upon 14. 99 upon 14 you will get 7.07. So therefore your s value will be, so square root of the result, so it will be 2.66 you will get. This is s value. So this s value and x bar value will apply in what here, this formula. So therefore t will become, so t is equal to, x bar is 0.25, mu value is 0, divided by s value is 2.66 into square root of 8. So on simplification, this t value will get finally as 0.266. So in this way we need to calculate the student t distribution. Here they have not told any what is the whether it is accepted or no. So just we'll find the value of t and we'll stop here. Okay, in the next example we'll see how they will ask whether it is accepted or rejected. We'll see now. The next example is a certain stimulus administered to each of 12 patients resulted in the following increase of blood pressure: 5, 2, 8, -1, 3, 0, -2, 1, 5, 0, 4, 6. Can it be concluded that stimulus will in general be accomplished by an increase in blood pressure? So they have given, we need to calculate student t distribution for 0.05 for degree of freedom 11 is 2.201. They will give this value in the question itself. So therefore solution is, so here the values of x we need to first collect it. So 5, 2, 8, -1, 3, 0, -2, 1, 5, 0, 4, 6. So just check how many: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here n is 12. N is 12. Therefore degree of freedom, that is V, is equal to how much here? N minus 1. It is always less than the one value of n, that is 11. This value and this value is supposed to be matched here. Okay, we got degree of freedom of 11. So now, so once we got it, as we know that the formula for t is given by, it is x bar minus mu divided by s into root n. Okay, so here so they have not told anything. Always if it is not given anything, mu value will be 0. Okay, always we have to consider mu value 0 and we have to proceed for the next level. So now, so we need to get the value of x bar. So x bar is equal to summation x upon n. Summation x means we need to add all the x values, that is 5 plus 2 plus 8 minus 1 plus 3 plus 0 minus 2 plus 1 plus 5 plus 0 plus 4 plus 6 whole divided by n. N is 12. Okay, we need to add these all the values. Then this is the then we need to calculate x bar. So what is the x bar, we'll see now. So here on adding these, you will get 31 and divided by 12. So which is nothing but 31 upon 12 will be 2.5833. You will get it. So this is the value of what here, x bar. Fine. So once we get this, then we need to calculate for s. So before finding s, we'll calculate what is s square. S square is nothing but 1 upon n minus 1 summation of x minus x bar whole square. Okay, so this we need to calculate as, so I will use the calculator to find x bar as well as s directly, but we need to write a manual the formula. The C easy way. So mode, then set the calculator mode to stat, that is option number 3. So option 3, so you will find a variance sign. So one variance means only one x. 2 stand for what here, x and y values. We have only x data, means I will press 1. So we got it will ask the value of x. X values are this, whatever is there we'll type it. So 5, 2, 8, minus 1, 3, 0, minus 2, 1, 5, 0, 4, 6. Just see that value should end to what here, 12. Okay, so 13, 12 will be empty only. So that once you entered, press equal to this one AC button, then use shift option 1. Option 1 above you can see that stat is there. So shift 1 if you press, you will find again type, data, sum, variance, distribution, and this one here. So you press fourth one, variance. Fourth one you have to press VAR. So once you press 4, so you will find, you can check n, how many n values are there, you can check. If you press 1 equal to sign, n will be 1. Again shift 1, variance 4. So x bar, so already we have calculated x bar. We'll cross check whether it is true or no. So x bar formula is what here, second one what we got, x bar is we got the answer 2.5833. we'll see if I press 2 x bar, so what answer will get, x bar is equal to, so 2.5833, you will get directly this. Okay, so you just write manually this, and but better use the calculator and you will get the correct result. Then similarly shift 1, variance VAR. So we need s value. So already I had taken the formula, so from this I will write directly s is equal to, so s of x means standard deviation of x, it is given, fourth one. If you press equal to sign, you will get the answer 3.088. I will write this one, it is 3.0883. so this is the value we got from directly from the calculator, you can use it. Okay, so I will repeat once again. So mode, you make it as a stat, then first one you press first variance 1, then it will ask the value of x, you press the value of x as 5, 2, 8, minus 1, 3, 0. Don't leave the 0 also, it includes 0. Next is minus 2, then 1, 5, 0, 4, 6. You will find here, so it end up what here, 12th place is 6, so 12th number, so AC button. Then shift 1, go to fourth option, variance, that is 4. So here you have n, x bar, this is population x, and this is what here, standard deviation of what here, x. So this way we need to calculate for by using the calculator. So now I will apply in the formula T. So here I will write it. So therefore mod of T is equal to mod of x bar value is how much we got, 2.5833 minus mu is 0 divided by s value is 3.0883, okay, into square root of 12. So once you see this on calculation, you will get this value as 2.8979. so mod of T is this one, but they have given, so what value they have given, we need to calculate. But from the question, T of 0.05 at degree of freedom 11, they have given 2.201. so this is the value we need to compare with this. So therefore I will write it as what here, modulus of T is so this value is greater than, so greater than what here, 2.201, okay, or T of I can, or I can say that greater than T of 0.05 of 11. And always if the value is coming greater than here, the T of any percentage, that is 0.05 or 0.01, so always your hypothesis is what here, rejected. Hypothesis is what here, rejected. Or I can say that if I use the sentence, I can say that hence the hypothesis is rejected at 5% level of significance. Then we conclude that the stimulus is general in accompanied with increase in blood pressure. Okay, so what we can conclude here, the stimulus is general in accompanied with increase in the blood pressure. So in this way we have to complete the examples.